Hello everybody, welcome once again to W.K.R.H 12 Productions. I'm Keith, continuing our custom, a lineup of custom builds that we made in 2021, and we're going by make and model of each vehicle of these vehicles that we made in 2021. We're going to start with 4 police interceptor utility vehicles. Did I say start? Anyway, we're going to go with 4 police interceptor utility vehicles next, and this is one of them. We did a custom build because we detailed the front and the back on this one when these came in a 5-pack. This is the Matchbox version of the Boone County Sheriff. Boone County Sheriff seemed to have several itineraries of these vehicles, as we detailed the back here and just detailed the front. That's all we did on this one. Detailed it, but the detailed work was definitely necessary. We tinted the front, colored the oval, provided the lights on it. Looks much better than what it was when we bought it out of the 5-pack, Matchbox 5-pack for Boone County. But still, an effective vehicle, and maintain the Boone County Sheriff decal and tampos that's on it already. Did a good job, and so far I kept the tow hitch, kept the tow hitch on this vehicle as well. This is a 4 police interceptor utility Matchbox version of the 2016 Ford police interceptor utility vehicle. And this was made in August. That was made in August of 2021. Then we had the El Segundo Police. That's next. El Segundo Police. We did the same thing as we did with the other one. It had the front, I think it had the front in there. Yeah. Didn't do too much detailing. They actually did the front on the front and the back on it, but we did add the decal, police decal on the back. A good job with that. We're planning on putting Sheriff in the back of that, Boone County Sheriff. But pretty much what we did, just a little detailing here and there, and you can tell more of it in the front, on the push bar, and on the mirrors. Really just try to make that, just touch it up a little bit, make it a little bit more professional, and be able to put it out there on patrols in our fleet, in our county diorama, so to speak. The El Segundo Police came in and was touched up and released for a patrol to their units on March 2021. Just give you that side a little bit more, one more time. Everything else, we're trying to go in the order of the list that we have, in order to make it easier to make sure we covered it for you. I didn't give you all the information that you're probably seeking on this. The next one is the North Dakota State Patrol, North Dakota State Patrol, or State Police, however you want to look at it. Now this is the previous design that they have. This is their previous design, not the current one. I believe their current one is all black with just the oval on it with their crest on it saying North Dakota Highway Patrol, and a picture of the Indian. I think that's the only thing they have on their vehicles, and I think they colored their vehicles dark, put it on darker vehicles. I think that's how they're doing it, but this is the previous design that they have. This still looks good, and we still put it on the vehicles like this. We might do another vehicle, decal install on a vehicle like this, on another vehicle for the North Dakota State Patrol. And you see, got these decals from Bill Bozo Decals. Thank you, Bill. And we did the install on the back and on the sides. Fantastic job there. And you're gonna see more, and the other side here as we go along. Even though it has the previous decal design, we did this on we did the install in August 2021, to the van. I think it definitely was definitely came out well. It's a fun project to do when you already have the decals in place. Excuse me, when you already have the decals in place. The California Highway Patrol is next. We actually had a fleet of these vehicles. This is the Matchbox version. And a fleet of these vehicles with the tow hitch, Matchbox, and then this was already done. And they already spruced it up a little bit. We did touched it up on the lights, add decals. Important to make a decal and put the Highway Patrol on the back, as well as the decal for the unit number. Yeah, for inventory purposes, we did that on top as well. Not too much done to it, but enough to warrant it as a custom build. We also touched up the fronts a little bit. These lights in the bottom was already there. We just added the lights on the top and put the lights and added the chrome lights on the mirrors on the mirror covers and give it a good touch up. That's it. Pretty much all we did on this one. And this one was done in July 2021. This came in this, we had a set of these. About two of them. You got about two of them in this set. And then touched it up and added to the fleet of the California Highway Patrol fleet. Did a fantastic job with that. The next one is the Idaho State Police. Most of these we got were blanks or something that we, some that had one unit and we changed it to another unit, but most of these were blanks. This is the green light version, and most of the green light version was blanks, and we made it to, and we got the decals from Rhonda Corelli from Police Decal Shop. Thank you, Rhonda. Did a great job with that, with the decals. We started it, when we did the install, we started it on the hood. And we cut it up and put each section. We started this section with the top section first, and then we draped the ends to the sides. Once we got the top portion of the decal on the hood centered up, then we draped it to the sides, close to the mirror cover as possible. And then when we installed this one, and then when we installed the side decals for the sides, we overlapped it. We overlapped it here. There's an overlap here. You can't tell. And it's done very, very well that you can't tell that we've done the overlap there. Done the overlap all the way up until we got to the very end of the hood, if I'm not mistaken. If not at the mirror cover, but I think it's up here a little bit, and that's where the overlap ends. But you overlap it, it's good. And then we cut the tail end off, if the tail end of the decal off, if we needed to the wheel well, if we needed to. And for this vehicle, I don't think we really needed to, but for the Dodge Chargers we did. And then we added the rest of the decals. They were small, very small in size in that one. Surprisingly small. We put one on the back, and even though they don't have the state police, Idaho State Police don't have a state trooper in the back, we did put one on there anyway, just to spruce it up a little bit, and so people can see who it is from the rear. And then our unit number is what we made. We made decals of the unit number in white water slide decal. Did a great job with that, and touched it up. This looks very, very good. Very well done. Rhonda does an outstanding job with these decals that are printed white. Fantastic job. We usually don't get a job. Well, and we started doing Idaho State Police. Very, this is not our first rodeo with the Idaho State Police. We actually was able to install this and on the Dodge Charger, and we was kind of off center with that, and we cut it when we shouldn't have. And there's no need to cut. They're in pretty good shape. They're in pretty good position where they are right now. And installing these decals, they're centered well in these vehicles, at least on the Police Interceptor utilities. Don't know about the Chevy Tahoes just yet. We might try one on that just to see and make sure, and give you an update. We might actually do that going into 2022. So, and give you a comment on how that goes. We did the build on this. We did a build on this Idaho State Police unit on June of this year, and we built it to go along with the fleet already. We have two Dodge. We currently have two Dodge Chargers and two Police Interceptor utilities of the Idaho State Police. So great job by Rhonda, and like I said, Rhonda. We've done business with Rhonda and Bill Bozo for the most part. We're going to do more as we go along in the process. Alaska State Police, State Troopers, I should say, is also have decals. Rhonda Corelli's decals on this. Thank you again. We got the painted the hood. Excuse me. We painted the hood on this green light vehicle. Painted the hood and installed the decals. One whole decal. Then you have the Guardian, the 49th. The other one was the one she gave me was very, very small, and I wasn't sure if it was legible to read. And I wanted to try to get these decals legible to read, so I kind of made the Guardians of the 49th on that one for this one, just for that one time, just to see how it comes out. And it's no different from what she had, so great job. Great job either way. Got the lights done in the front. See a little bit more of the presentation on the side. Unit number on the top with the water slide decal. Got more of it on the back. Did a fantastic job. We kind of did the bordering part of the Alaska State Troopers as well, and we detailed the back, but just because the other one wasn't legible, and it didn't seem to be legible enough, and we was kind of testing ours to see if we can get if it was any different, and we're finding out. We're finding out some good things about this and stuff when we're building, as we continue to build some decals on our own as well. We're doing a great job with that. So, but great job by Rhonda in this regard of doing the decals for the Alaska State Troopers. This was done in March of This was done in March in 2021, and added to the fleet, a large fleet of Alaska State Trooper vehicles that we have. But it's in all variations. We've had Crown Victorias, we've had Cadillac Escalade, Chevy Camaros, as well as Police Interceptor utility vehicles. Now the next one is the City of Tampa Police. Bill Bozo made these decals. Thank you, Bill. And the install was really spot on. Able to center in between the two doors with room to spare, and got a lane from end to end, and we was able to accommodate, easy to accommodate and fit snug on these vehicles, the Police Interceptor vehicles. It probably can fit in other vehicles as well, other scale vehicles as well. 87 model scale. It could be the Matchbox Police Interceptor utility that might fit in this one too. But this is the green light version, detailed in the back, very well done. All this by Bill Bozo decal, and very legible. Fantastic, and to me, a fantastic design, a fantastic build. And we done this one, got this installed in October of 2021. That Tampa Police, yeah, we got this installed in October 2021. Believe it or not. One of the recent builds there. Also, what we've done is the Charleston, South Carolina Police. At least as close to it as possible. We made the decals, and you got the unit number here. Is usually up here, but when you in this area between the door, the rear door, and the back window, but yeah, it didn't fit right. It wouldn't have fit right. It wouldn't have blend in right. And then we had to color the door here. The door frame of that back door We'd have to color that in. Not an issue, but just fitting it in there would have been an issue, and we didn't feel comfortable with that, so we moved it up here to the front. And this is a 2021 version. I think the 2021 version, the previous version probably doesn't have, doesn't probably has a little bit more canvas where we could have fit it in there. But here in the 2020 version, we was able to just put the number there. It's no biggie, and still has that professional look. You can still get through it and still tell what it is. It's really not offsetting enough for anybody to warrant it, but definitely noticeable enough for those that work in that department. And made the decals as close as possible. They made the decals. I made the decal. When I made the decal, put it on all of this decal on white water slide decal paper. And that way, don't fuss about, no fuss, no muss. And even when you're doing a white water slide decal paper, it still comes out really well. This probably presents a little bit more pop to it because it has its own back. With it being on white water slide decal paper, it has its own background, and it's not transparent, and you won't see it fade out a little bit, fade into the thing a little bit because the dark tones on the surface where you're laying the decal at. It's doing a great job of the way it is, and I think it's a fantastic design. Did a fantastic job with that. We detailed the push bar and the light bar. We've done that and installed the light bar in there, chromed it up, and just added to the fleet. Now we have a set of two on this so far. These are the only two vehicles. This is one of the two vehicles that we have done. Did a fantastic job, and I love everything about it. Not an easy build because we was doing this on waterslide decal paper, and we made sure that we had the proper backgrounds for it, and we established a background for the ends and made sure everything fit well on that design. But good job by this. We did the Charleston Police in June of this year, and we did the other one last year. Just about December of last year, I believe, was the time we did that. So that's what we're shooting for. It had that and it had that presentation. So we wanted to make a second one to pair up with the first one that we made in December of last year. This is the green light. This is also green light. This is the Fresno County Sheriff. We made that in November of 2021, and decals by Bill Bozo. Thank you, Bill. We did a great job with the install. It wasn't so much of the fact of the decals in the install. It just felt like when we're doing these state, these certain counties or cities representing that state, yeah, we get a little mixed up. So they're going to get they have a lot of vehicles in their arsenal. Most of it is black and white for the state of California, but this one's all white with the green stripe decal and the badge on it, and it's done a fantastic job. This has been a good build, simple build. Now, it may not be a simple cut to the build, but it's a simple build. It's simple enough to get the job done. Put a light bar on the top here, light bar on the top, and then we touched up the sides with brought it up with the lights, and did a fantastic job with that. Like I said, we've done a fantastic job with that. The Fresno County Sheriff definitely stands out. A lot of pop to it and everything else in the process. The next one is the Bluffton Police Department in South Carolina. Yes, and we did this design. This was a commission job, and those that know me No, if I'm doing a commission job, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to do a commission. I'm going to do two vehicles. If we have that opportunity, I'm going to do two vehicles of the same make and of the same design. The customer showed me, gave me pictures. I looked at it and designed it. When I designed it, I designed two of them and took the best one. They both came out very, very well. Took the best one and came out very, very well. When I shipped it to them, they was amazed. Loved everything about it. Everything about it. Did a fantastic job with the designs on it, making it ourselves. Did a pretty good job because we use inkjet printer. That's it, and we rely heavily on the backgrounds, on the backgrounds and stuff, and behind our designs, we rely heavily on that. It works out tremendously well. We get the pop and the presentation that you see before you. Did a fantastic job with this build. Didn't have any push bars at the time, but that's okay. There were lights added into it when we purchased this blank vehicle. Did a fantastic job with that. Got a license plate in the other one with the American flag in the blue and gray tones. Did a fantastic job with this all the way around. I love everything about this. Fantastic in this design. And despite the fact that, yeah, it's a simple build. It's a simple build if you just have the decals and install it. But it's not a simple build if you're just, if you're printing it, putting it together, come up with decals, then install it. That's the key. That's the key. And that's what we were worried about in the process. Get that going out there. Now this Bluffton Police Department was done in March 2021 as a custom and as a commission and as a build for our own collection, because we wanted to do some South Carolina units as well, and we're planning on doing a South Carolina Sheriff's Department in every county in the state. We're not even a third of the way done. But that being said, there's more to come. The Tacoma Police Department, also green light version of the Ford Police Interceptor utility, that was done in August of this year. Well designed. Bill Boza with the decals. Thank you, Bill. And touched it up with the lights on the push bar and on the mirror covers. And you see the other side. Fantastic. Thinking about doing the fleet, so we'll see what happens. I think we can get there. I think we can get there. With a little help from my friends, the vendors. Bill Bozo, Rhonda, they're doing a great job with this stuff. But great job on that design. That worked out tremendously well. We have two versions of the NYPD that we did. And here's the blue one. The regular New York Police Department. Now we made the decals on this one, believe it or not. It looks pretty good. Not bad for what we do here. And the bad thing about these projects, if you're doing the designs yourself, I think the fonts take the longest to do, because you got to find the right font that matches the fonts that you see. Fonts on the designs that you see. Some people nail it, some people don't. I think we're close. I think we've done a decent job, if not a spectacular one. But you see, this is the design here. Everything is in one piece on this design. We managed to do that, managed to get it fitted and put it on there. Did a fantastic job with that. We touched it up with chrome lights on the front. We added a unit number on the top, and you'll see NYPD accessory decals on it as well. Did a fantastic job with that. Look at that. Yeah, fantastic job with that. You also have the bumper sticker, the unit number. It is fantastic. We've been able to do that, and that's one of the two designs we made for the NYPD. Did a fantastic job, and we was planning on doing one, but what spurred us on is that we had a stepdad who grew up in New York and was born and raised in New York, and he wanted NY. He came here. We was actually making a car for him, but he wanted the New York Police Department. I said, man, we could pretty much buy you one. They make these the most marketable units that I'm aware of. Most marketable units in the world, not just the United States, in the world. They definitely license. You're definitely seeing these vehicles at least every year. Every year it comes out is a vehicle. So he showed me but he wanted me to do a NYPD. I said, well, I could buy you one, but yeah, let me make one. And then I thought about and then he was telling me about our aunt Maddie, who fought cancer valiantly for a few years, passed away a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 4, I believe. Yeah, but a few years ago. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, let me make a specialty vehicle for you in honor of Aunt Maddie. And this is what we came up with. Same design. You almost can't tell between the pink and the blue, but we made a pink one. We put the inscription on the bottom part of the decal. Let's see if we can get there. Yes, in honor of Maddie J. Gore, and that's our favorite aunt. Now, favorite aunt on his side of the family, made us related, but at the same time, everybody called her Aunt Maddie that I'm aware of. Everybody called her Aunt Maddie. Even ones that wasn't related to her, they called her Aunt Maddie. That's how good she was. Favorite aunt. We was able to get this to drape over the door handles and and size it up and get it in there. Has a tremendous approach. One of the best designs that we've especially the designs that we've done was to do that and impersonate the NYPD, not intentionally, but we felt that we should make a vehicle in honor of our favorite aunt who fought so valiantly with cancer, because she's been everybody's family woman who's always stood by, talked to us, encouraged us, always was positive to everybody that she met, and definitely miss her. But we had a vehicle for her in her honor in that regard. Touched it up similar to the blue one. And this is just to let everybody know we can make NYPD vehicles as well. Custom making anyway. But this is probably one of our top 10 designs of 2021 for our taste. And that's what we go with. The NYPD. This was made to be honest with you, we actually made the pink one first in March. Yeah, we made the pink one first in March, and then we went to our regularly scheduled blue version already in progress in June. So this was in March 2021. This was while the other one was done in June. And why we did this first and so early? Well, we did it because we could, and we did it well ahead of the Women's Breast Cancer Awareness, which we usually do this to promote women's breast cancer awareness. And when we did that, we did it because we was going to have more models to build. That's why we did what we did. We had more models to build, especially in the pink, especially to promote those pink vehicles to promote breast cancer awareness. Took care of that, and touched it up as well after we finished it, and did a fantastic job with that. The next one we did was the Dallas Police Department. This is in the black-white version. We did the black. We just bought their vehicle and as a blank, and then installed the decals. This did a fantastic job. This was Rhonda Corelli's decal design from Police Decal Shop. Thank you, Rhonda. This was done in August 2021, and just did a fantastic job. We put a light bar on it, installed the decals all the way around. Did the lights as well. It's a good vehicle all the way around. That's the current version, and I think they have similarities with the previous design, but did a fantastic job with this. Look at that. Then we do the back. Kind of unique, but still effective all the way around. And the Dallas Police on the glove, on the back rear windshield. Fantastic job. Fantastic job. Show you the other side as well. I think we did, but I'll show you that anyway. And a fantastic job. I love everything about this police car. Fantastic job. And the Dallas Police, like I said, was done in August 2021. And the next one, I think this is the last one. The Detroit Police and the Detroit Police Department, and see that there. Designs made by Bill Bozo Decal. Thank you, Bill. We had the previous vehicles. We bought the Detroit Police Department Dodge Chargers. And now this adds to the fleet of the Dodge Charger fleet that we have. We made one in a 2024 Police Interceptor utility version, and it has done a fantastic job. It's been snug. The decals fit snug. Did a fantastic job. Put a light bar on it and just kind of detailed it up a little bit, just a little bit with on the push bar, as well as touch it up a little bit on the rear. Fantastic job. Alright. I think we did all of them. I installed the accessory decal unit number. And just put on the light bar and did everything else. Touched up a little bit on everything else. Well, that's it. And that's all for the 4 Police Interceptor utility vehicles. Let me know if you have any questions. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything you're able to do on that YouTube channel, let me know. Go ahead and do that, including like and share. We're going to have more videos coming up. Hey, thank you for watching W.K.R.H 12 Productions for our custom 2021 vehicles that we made this year, and we'll have more to come, because there are more videos to come right behind this one. So stay tuned, like, share, subscribe. I'm Keith. Thank you for watching W.K.R.H 12 Productions.